One.
Hi, I'm Karen Rojas, and I'm the Executive Director here for Lynn County Senate Bill 40. And we want to welcome you to our facility. We're very proud of what we do here. We help people with developmental disabilities, and our main goal is to train them for job trainings. We're going to take a little tour here so you can kind of get an idea. We're going to go back to this area. And here we do crafts, and we make things that the consumers can sell in our thrift shop. And right now they're working on fall decorations. We do have activities as well that they do. Yesterday they went to a cider mill, and they've been to pumpkin patches, and we teach them to go out to eat and how to manage their money and anything that they might need to know and to become as independent in their life as they can. We do have 3 support coordinators. We're going to see if they'll let us come in and introduce them. And these people work with families, and they work with the individuals to make their lives as easy and as best possible. Hi guys, we're on YouTube here. We're talking about our facility. So I'd like to introduce to you, this is Tammy Henderson. She's been with us for a while. Tammy, you want to talk about Senate Bill 40 a little bit?
I've been working at Senate Bill 40 for about 4 years. It seems like it hasn't been that long, but it's a wonderful job. We get great opportunities to help individuals with disabilities and their families get services. So, very rewarding.
And this is one of our new people to the facility. This is Brenda Huffmeyer. She's been with us for about a year now, a little over a year. Brenda, can you tell us about your job?
I'm a support coordinator like Tammy, and I work with the families. And
Okay.
I work with most of our residential providers to ensure that
Okay, thanks. Bye.
the clients that we share have the necessary waivers in order to help pay for their housing and all that good stuff.
Okay, and in this room we have our newest member. This is Mary Gibson. Hello. Mary's been with us for a few months now. Mary, can you share anything?
It's just been a joy to work here. It's a wonderful place, and everybody's just very energetic and happy, and I couldn't ask for a better place to work.
And just a little bit about our history. We started in 1991 with services for individuals who live in Lynn County, Missouri, and we're tax supported, and we also, any income that we generate from this place goes back into services and wages for our individuals. We'll come around this way. This area over here is where one of our consumers works, and she goes to the donation area, and she finds things, crafts that she thinks that we could redo, and then she redoes them. Here's some of her work over here for Christmas. She's preparing some of those things for Christmas, and that way we can resell them in our shop. And we also have an internet sales now, and a lot of the things that she redoes, refurbishes and does, goes to on the internet for sale. We're gonna move. We do have a balloon business. Our balloon business used to be quite active. It's not quite so much now because the helium has got so expensive, but we do on special occasions like Valentine's Day and some of the other things. We do sell balloons. They learn how to make balloon bouquets, how to deliver them to people, and how to meet the public. We're going into what we call the activity room now, and in this room everybody has their lockers. They have clipboards. They learn how to use the time clock, checking in and out like anyone would do in a regular job. And we consider ourselves a training facility because what we're doing here is training them with the ultimate goal of getting them out in the community working at a job and not staying at home and just relaxing and waiting for a check for somebody else to come. So our goal is to make them independent and help them to be a contributing part of Lynn County. And over here we have Fran, and this lady is our internet specialist. You want to tell them what you do, Fran?
Well, as you can see, I have a lot of stuff here on my 2 tables, and I take pictures and post items on the webpage, Senate Bill 40's Deals and Steals, and I try to sell it to the public on there, and we do a pretty good job, but we always have a lot coming in, and it's always different and varied. It's very interesting.
This is a new thing that we started during COVID because we weren't able to be open, but we were able to make sales on the internet. So this is how this part came true. And eventually, as we expand, the internet sales will have a department of their own. Right now, we just have to share because we don't have enough room in the facility because we've grown so fast. Here comes a couple of the individuals that are done working for the day. Marie, would you like to turn around and talk to Gage and tell him what you do?
I help do the books. I help.
You work in the Breezeway
I work in the breezeway.
and in the retail shop, is that right?
Yep, and then in the shop.
And she's a really good worker. We enjoy having her, and behind her is Miguel.
Hi there, Miguel.
Hi, Miguel. Can you tell him what you do?
I sort clothes, do heavy lifting.
Yeah.
He works in the Breezeway. That's the donation area where all the things come in, and everybody's kind of getting ready to go home here. So you'll see a lot of activity going on. We have about we have over 300 consumers in our program, but we see these people on a regular basis. There's about 30 of them that come in for job training. We help people with help individuals who live in Lynn County, Missouri, because we're tax supported, and then we try to help these individuals get jobs in the community. And there comes McKenna over there. McKenna, can you explain to Gage what you do? Everything, and she's pretty much all over doing everything. Yes, now you just wait just a minute.
Hi there, Holly.
Hey, Miguel.
Holly, let's let McKenna talk for a minute. Look, you're right in front of her. Thank you. McKenna, you work in the shop area.
Excuse me.
Yep.
What do you do in the shop area?
Look for handles.
Okay, hang clothing, look
Yeah.
for clothing, look for what else? Hangers?
Yeah.
All those kind of things, yeah. Okay, now Holly, you can explain what your job is.
My job is
Okay, you wanted a pencil?
my job is working with Charlessa.
Where does Charlissa work?
Charlessa works in the Breezeway.
In the
In the Breezeway, I work with her on Mondays and Wednesdays, and after lunch, I go over into Chris's area, the South area, and stay in there all day with her.
Kristen doing crafts.
And crafts.
And we believe that they should be trained in multi-tasks and different areas so that we can look for jobs that match up for them. And so some of our individuals work in several different areas during the day. And that our ultimate goal, like I said, is to get them out in supported employment with job coaching and the support that they need to become successful. Okay, now we're gonna go farther over this way. This is the kitchen area where they take their breaks, and right now we do a lot of cooking skills, daily living skills in this area. We do have a new facility that we are finishing that we will have the daily living skills in, as well as our support coordinators will be able to move out to that area. And when people are here working, then they can go out for a portion of the day to learn living skills, because we really want them to become as independent as they can. And here comes Matthew. Matthew's finishing up the day. Can you talk to Gage and tell him what you do?
Hi there, Matthew.
Hi, I'm Matthew, and I help with the cars,
Yeah.
cleaning engines and the tires and things like that. Sometimes door jams, but mostly engines and tires is what I do.
He's an expert.
We have a car detailing business, and They clean cars during the day. They detail them, and we are booked up until December because they do such a great job. And this is Kayleen that's finishing the day. Kayleen, can you explain what you do? No, she doesn't want to. She's fairly new. She's a very good worker, and she works in the retail area, helping put out the merchandise. They learn how to dress appropriately, how to display the items, how to meet the public, and also how to use the cash register and count back change. Now we're going to move on over this way. We do we try to do as much of the maintenance of our building as we can, because that's another skill that they can learn. And I will share with you that now we have over 20 people that are out in competitive employment doing their jobs that have trained here. We have places like Walmart, our county seat, the courthouse, nursing homes, Sonic, Subway, McDonald's. Many of our businesses have been very, very supportive at hiring our individuals. And then we have 2 of our boutiques where individuals go to work as well. And some of them work here a little bit during the day, and then they go to their regular job sites. This is our retail area, and they work real hard at keeping it clean and organized so that they can people can come in and buy things. Like I said, the very best is sold on the internet. This is the next best is brought inside. And then we have an area in the back that's called, they've been talking about the Breezeway. And we have a sale 2 times a week. And the items that might be off season, or they might have a button or something missing, we sell in there bags for, I believe, I don't want to quote the wrong price, but they sell them by the bag, the Walmart bag full. And I believe at this time is it $4,
$4, and every third bag is free.
$4 a bag, and then the third bag is free if you buy 3. This is Mike. Mike's in charge of that area. We do have department heads, and that's his job. You want to tell them about what you do?
Am I on video?
You are.
We just gotta make sure that everything's running smooth in the breezeway, and make sure they're doing everything they're supposed to.
Let me tell you what, we're really proud of Mike, because Mike started out as a consumer here, and we've worked through the years to teach him, and now he's a department head. So we think that we've been very successful with him, and we thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's go up here and see, and we'll see Gwinnett. This is Gwinnett, and Gwinnett is one of the ladies that works in the retail part of our organization. Gwinnett, you want to tell them about your job and things that you teach people?
All right, so when things come into the store, we have consumers that will mark prices on them, and then we put them out. We teach some of the consumers how to run the register, how to count the money back. We make sure it's clean in here. We reorganize, we clean off the shelves and dust shelves, vacuum. We do a lot of different things here, and the consumers are great at helping us with that.
Okay, now we're going to move out to the area that we call the Breezeway. And like I said, that's the items that we put out for sale on Wednesdays and Fridays. Here's one of our shoppers, and she's looking at shoes. You want to tell them about this place a little bit?
Okay.
This is Janet.
Do you mind being on video?
Yeah, that's okay. Okay. I come here every day, like 2 or 3 times a day. I always find something every time I come here. They keep it very nice and everything. And I go out in the shop out here on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I'm always find something going on.
She's one of
That's
our
awesome.
Something that I really want. I always come here.
You know what? It's okay. Okay. And those
We know where it is.
This is one of my special friends, Debbie, and she has a daughter that we have had with us for several years.
Yes,
You want to
Megan.
tell them what your family gets from Centerville 40? We're doing YouTube here.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't always like to be on spot, but we have some great case managers here, and they do everything for Megan as far as making sure any of our wants are met and they help me with the applications with Acumen, and that's been quite a challenge here lately. But other than that, they're awesome.
Thank you for letting me put you on the spot, and
No
thank you for
worries.
the hug.
No worries. Take care.
Okay, we do a lot of hugging around here, so we're just usually pretty happy and things go well. Now this is the area that we were just talking about. The donations come into this area and the next building over, and they are sorted by the individuals, and they have certain places where they put certain sizes, and if it's for men or women or whatever. And then on Wednesday and Fridays, we open the door, and there are people always waiting at the door for the things that we have going on. This is Leona back here. He's doing a video, Leona. And Leona is all around. She helps us everywhere. Her main job is the greenhouse, which we developed, and then she works in our garden area. Today she was making jelly. And we'll get to use some of that, or she's going to teach other people how to make some of that jelly.
Yeah.
She's a great pie maker, and the skills for cooking she tries to share with others here.
Best cook in the world right here. All right.
That happens to be Gage's grandma. So anyway, we'll take a little tour back this way. I'm going to show you the area that we're now developing, which has been a dream of mine since I started 30 plus years ago. And I've worked in this field since I'm a retired teacher, and I've worked in this field since 1968. So I've been here, not here, but with people with individuals with disabilities. So let's look over this way.
I didn't think that at first I'd like this job because of I didn't really have a lot of experience with mentally handicapped people, but as I worked here, I grew to like the job more and more, and I feel like this is going to be an industry that I'll stay in for a while.
And I will tell you that these individuals give back over 100%. I always tell people that work here, if you don't feel better when you go home, you probably didn't listen, you didn't do something right today, because they give back to you 110. We're going to go into the area that will be our life skills area. This is a double wide trailer. It was a classroom that we bought, and have been in the process of getting it ready and remodeling it for the future. We do own 13 acres around us, and we have had gardens in that area, and also it's just room for us to expand. And this area in here, let me get the light on, will be, we hope, remodeled and up and going in the very near future. And we'll have bathroom. It's like, it will be like a home. A bathroom, a kitchen, and a living room, a bedroom, different kinds of flooring, so they learn how to take care of that.
And this trains them to take care of the house by themselves.
Right, that's the whole purpose, is to teach them daily living skills, so then they can go out and live on their own with a little bit of help if need be. And so this, when we get this all done, we'll show you, because it's going to be very nice. We're going to go over to this other area, and eventually our support coordinators will be in here. Right now, we're turning this into a very special project, and this will be, we call it the Winter Wonderland. We get so many beautiful donations, and the purpose will be, this will be opened, and all these trees will be decorated. The public can come in, it will be a silent auction, and then we can sell the decorated trees. So we thought we might as well be using this area since it's here for us, and we don't have it remodeled yet, but we will soon. And we'd love for all of you to come by and see it after everything gets done. Let's turn off this light over here.
Yeah, and this way. Looks like they've already turned the light off in the.
And this, you know, we are not extremely wealthy, but we try to use our tax money wisely. So, you know, we can provide as many services to people with individuals as we can that live in Lynn County. We might go over here, Gabe, so you can see, they can see the acreage that we own. And like I said, we've had gardens. We have a greenhouse. We'll show you. That was another.
Pretty large plot of land here.
Pardon?
It's a pretty large plot of land here.
Yeah, there's 13 acres here that we own around us, and we were able to acquire that early on. And they're basically, the center part of the building was there. Otherwise, we have added on and grown through the years. We try not to throw away anything. We try to recycle things. We try to, we do have some paper shredding that we do. We do sell aluminum. Anything we can to make a little bit of money.
The cardboard goes here. Any toys or shoes that we box up after Friday goes in here. Bags that we have not yet looked through go in here. And then bags that we're getting rid of, we put in here.
Like I said, very little of it do we throw away if we can make a little bit of money. And one program that we're really proud of, there are 7 schools in our county, and we work with those schools when the kids reach the junior and senior years. We have what's called the Transition to Work program. And the schools contact us and they make arrangements for them to come here for about 2 hours a day to learn skills, work skills, and then some of them come to us afterwards. Others go out into the community working, and Gage works directly with some of those individuals that need one-to-one. So we're very proud of that program. It gets people ready for work.
I'm also the handyman here, so I cut the grass and fix doors and whatever else they like to break around here.
Mows our yard, does the cleaning, the yard cleaning, and helps with the flowers. And he started in the greenhouse, and we've just given him more duties all along. We'd like to have young people work with our individuals. Now this area here is what we call the donation area. The merchandise comes into here, it's sorted, and either taken into the breezeway, the shop, or on the internet. And then there's some of it that goes directly to recycling. These things right here are rags, and we cut up the rags and sell them to businesses like different factories. Our car cleaners use them, and we sell those for $6 a big trash bag full. And we can't seem to keep enough of them cut to the individuals like Donaldson's and Apex, dairies, different places, carpentry people that need to have good rags. And this area right here is called a grow room. It's an old bathroom that we converted. We can't get in there right now because we've got stuff piled in front of it. But in the grow room, we do things during the winter to put into the greenhouse.
And Mike is under control of this area here?
Mm-hmm. Mike has this area too, where they do all the sorting. We try to keep it organized. Here's where they do the boxes, the cardboard. This area over here is where we try to separate out the different kinds, the holidays, and whenever they are ready for the stuff inside, then it can be taken inside and sold. And these are off-season clothes that are boxed up, and And the consumers learn how to do all that, how to label it, how to box it up, and have it ready for the shop. This area out here is our car detailing area. And we have vans. We have a wheelchair van and a 15-passenger that we use especially for when they do activities. This is where they do some of the rag cutting. They clean 2 cars. There are 2 bays, and they clean those. They clean in those areas during the week when they're doing car detailing. And as I said before, they do a good job because they're booked up until December. This particular area over here is an office, and we did have a woodworking group. We don't currently have one because the gentleman retired, but they built that office. They also built the bathroom so that they're learning some carpentry skills, or they were, and that was a very popular thing too. The boys and the girls really liked that. And then for our greenhouse, they built some of the boxes, the planters that we sell our plants in, and I would say our greenhouse takes second to none. They do such a good job, and beautiful, beautiful plants. This is our storm shelters. We have 2 storm shelters that can house 40 people during inclement weather, and we of course have drills during the year to teach them how to use this area. We've got some stuff kind of in front of the storm shelters now because they were in a parade. We had a homecoming in Brookfield where we're located, and they made a float for the homecoming parade, and they won the float division. So they worked hard on that. It really was fun, and they did a very good job. Now we're going to step out to the greenhouse area. They just got back from a trip yesterday down by Kansas City. They went to Lewisburg to a cider mill. Learned how to make cider. They had donuts, picked apples, did all kinds of fun things, I think. In this area out here, we're going to the greenhouse area. It's not in operation right now, so it's kind of not organized real well, but it will get that way soon.
There's an awesome guy that runs this whole thing right here. His name's Rod.
Yeah, Rod is the manager.
We'll meet him someday.
And he's a guru of plants. Looks like somebody's been doing a little Halloweening out here. This is the greenhouse, and we built this greenhouse. We bought it, put it up, and the tables were donated, the tops were donated by Smithfield, at that time was Premium Standard Farms. And these are the succulents and things that we carry over from year to year for plants. But when it comes March, this place will be beautiful and full of hanging baskets and beautiful plants.
Last year we did hundreds of dollars a day, close to thousands.
This is the Eddie Smith, because he was one of our board members that helped me get it. We call it Lives in Bloom, because we believe that we're growing individuals and plants that bloom. And this is called the Eddie Smith Facility.
The Eddie Smith Facility.
He was one of our board members. He helped me go find this greenhouse, help get it up, and unfortunately, he got to see the first year of production, and then he passed away. But we will always be thankful to him for all he did for our organization.
And I don't really want to walk all the way out there, but isn't there a garden way out there? Right there. There should be some pumpkins and watermelon and squash and what else? There's a tractor back there that we use.
I don't think we had anybody this year, but in the past, if the consumers wanted to have a little garden plot, we would give them a small plot of land that was their responsibility to take care of. And we gave them the plants, and then they could harvest and have any of the produce that came from their area. And some of them really liked that, went on to do similar things in their life. So
Awesome.
this is the front of the facility. The donations come in this way. So there's always a lot of things out here in front. I think this is you put your
Yeah, that's a Christmas storage building. That's our other van there. And then that's where most of our donations come in. They're usually set out here in the mornings, and bags and boxes would go in that box there. And then that's the front entrance to our Breezeway shop there.
And the next door over is where our thrift shop is, and the next door is the offices.
And we got mums for sale at the moment, so if you're interested, come stop by and pick yourself up a mum.
$12 for a mum. Beautiful mum.
$12.
Basically, that's kind of us. I think there's more things that we've told you. We could tell you one thing that we've done in the past that we didn't do this year because we had a new activity director. We had the program called All By Myself. And so the individuals that were in school that weren't able to come and learn life skills and do activities with us, they came during the summer and they learned how to do things by themselves, like crossing the street, how to cook simple meals, those kind of things that they will eventually need to know how to do.
Alrighty, well, I think that about sums it up, right?
That's about it, I think.
Okay.
Thank you for coming to visit us, and come by anytime.
Thank you for letting me do this video for you.
You're welcome. And our office hours are Monday through Friday, and we are here from 8 until 4. The shop is open from 8:30 until 3:30. So come see us.